All right, we should be live. Arena Kings Week 3, Monday Arena. It's supposed to be King of the Hill, but there are some technical issues that are not letting everyone register. So at this point, I can't be sure if this arena is going to take place or if they are going to schedule a regular one or what. But we are registered. Right now, it's allowing titled players and premium players in, and then any non-premium that have played 50 King of the Hill games, which is basically no one. So I know they're trying to fix that. So we'll see what happens here. It's scheduled to start in 2 minutes. And I'm not sure if they're going to cancel it or if they're going to make another Arena Kings tournament or what. So we're just going to wait and see. It's supposed to start in 2 minutes. A lot of GMs in. And I've got 1,700 rating for this, which isn't really very meaningful. Most of these ratings are just blitz ratings anyway. But if we get a chance to play some King of the Hill games, it should still be fun. Refresh. Yeah, unfortunately, I think it's just going to be out of control, out of anyone's control at this point. It's supposed to start in 1 minute. And it's awfully hard for them to start a whole new arena. So we'll see. 1 minute until we're supposed to begin. And it looks like it just might be the people that are in now. And we'll just have to go with that. Yeah, there are only 52 players in. But maybe they'll just have to fix it for the future arenas. Only 10 seconds left, so it doesn't look like they're going to be able to fix it. It also looks like they're likely going to let it happen. So, it is going to take place. And we are off. I don't really have any big strategies for King of the Hill or Koth. Basically, the only difference between this and regular chess is that there's an additional win condition. The additional win condition is that if your king gets to one of the center 4 squares, you win. So it looks like he's just going to play for some kind of endgame. Interesting. A lot of times going for the center right away just doesn't work well. So, okay, he's going to back up here. Do I jump my knight in, maybe? Take control of some files. Move my queen out of the way. Okay, I can double up all this stuff. That seems pretty good for me. I take the knight. If the queen takes, I could move my knight to attack his knight also. That seems like it would be good. Maybe that's the way to go. Try and pile up on f3. Break his pawn structure. Get a nice endgame and then walk my king up. Looks like that's going to be our plan. Okay, he is trying to checkmate me. Okay, I can take check with the knight. I take check with the knight. He takes with the pawn. I can move my bishop back. Seems awfully risky. I could also take the knight, pawn takes, move the bishop to e6, check, and I run my king towards the center. Also seems risky. Let's just stop the checkmate. Okay, I'm down to 1 minute. Kind of forgot that this is 3-0, so it's pretty fast. Okay, maybe we'll just make his knight move again. Seems like that might be a good idea. Okay, and then maybe take once. See what he takes back with. Took back with the queen. I guess we'll make some trades here. How do I get my king to the center, though? That's going to be the challenge. Running low on time here. But now, maybe my king's getting closer. If I can get his pieces out of the way. I need to control the E file. Okay, and we got there first. He can't stop me from getting to the center. 3 seconds left. That was a close one. That was a close one. Okay, so we got 1 win. See if there's any updates. Doesn't look like it, so we're just going to jump into the next game and keep going here. Oh, Halvard. Guess we'll just play some kind of exchange, just like our opponent did. And go from there. Nothing too fancy here. Probably going to castle. Yep. Bishop g5 next. And then I'm going to try and take on d5 perhaps. Alright, now I'm just going to try and kick his bishop back. Not anything super special about this position. Okay, let's just step up 1 square. Guess we'll capture there, I don't know. Then look to double. Not sure exactly how we're going to get our king to the center, but black's king's no closer, and time is still even, so that's a good thing. Okay, I've got some nice space here at the moment. Is he going to sacrifice on g4? Guess that is a valid possibility. Now I've got to wonder if I'm even supposed to take the knight. Yeah, that's exactly what he does. So let's attack the queen first. Then take the knight. Okay, we'll gladly take that. And then just queen g3 here. Because a queen trade would actually be really nice for me, I think. His king's still cut off, and I can walk my king closer to the center. And I'm up a piece. So everything's hunky-dory at the moment, so to speak. Looking to get to the d4 square. Block with the knight. So that my rook is covering all of the key squares. He's in check. And check again, pushing the king back. And he resigns because the king can't stay connected to the 4 squares, so my king will get there first. On to the next one. Okay, let's keep moving. Really just trying to control the center and open files. Let's try this. Pawn takes, knight takes, bishop takes, queen takes. Lots of people with 5 points so far. Okay, I can push this pawn check. Is that good? He's trying to step to this square, I guess. So let's just control that square, and then I can push e5 maybe. Check. Force him backwards. Check. Okay, there should be something close to a checkmate here. But I'm not sure there is. Okay, maybe here. Now, because my rook, or his rook can't pin my queen to my king, and I'm threatening a checkmate. And if he pushes a pawn, then I would have had another checkmate. But this should be checkmate. Okay, next match. Let's keep rolling. Hey, Jarl, how are you doing? Yeah, Koth is fun. Nice change of pace. Alright, still got to decide whether or not to castle here. Fianchettoing is very interesting for my opponent. I don't know if I've really seen that in any Koth games before, but let's just continue to try and control the center. Yeah, and I guess we're just going to play this slow. Do I want to save my bishop? Actually, let's do this. Take towards the center. Because having a strong pawn presence in the center can be important. So let's do something like this. So that my pawn's controlling one of the center squares. Yeah. Yeah, especially if both people play a normal opening in the beginning. It can be easy to forget what the goal is. Okay, let's bring one of my rooks to the D file. Or not. Okay, do I take the queen? Probably not. I could take and play my knight, and actually that might be good. I'm going to try that. Attack his rook, and then bring my knight back. Here. Something like this. Maybe there was a better way to do this, but this looks pretty good for the moment. Actually, let's use the A rook. That way, if the diagonal ever opens, like it just did, it's not a huge deal if I lose the B pawn. But right now, let's just try and double. Looks like he's almost just trying to win material. He can't take the B pawn with his rook, though. That's key. Because I have knight check. And check. And I can check him again. But how do I keep his king out? Oh, here we go. Check. And then check again. This way I can come backwards and take his rook. Or do I take his bishop instead? His bishop is free and continues to help guard all of the dark squares. Oh, I've completely forgot that was one of the center squares. Oh, darn it. What could I have done about that? Yeah, I was considering moving one of my rooks to d5. That's what I should have done. Oh, man. Yep, rook d5. It crossed my mind, but I thought I could just do it later. All right, well, our streak is broken. But we're still sitting pretty good. We're still in 4th place. Let's try and get a new streak started. Is he just going to run his king up, it looks like? Maybe not. Oh. Always happy to take free material. I don't think there's really any serious variant of chess where taking free material is bad. So I guess we'll just take this bishop also. take with the knight. I don't think his king's getting out anytime soon. But it's not like my king's getting to the center. Do I want to just trade everything off? Probably not. Because I've got a nice lead in development and such. If I trade everything off, that's just going to make it easier for his king to go somewhere. So let's just continue to develop. Maybe bishop to b5. And now I've got the possibility of pushing the pawn to d3. Yeah, I guess when I say serious variance, I'm not counting anti-chess. It's just, it's so different. Okay, I can push the pawn, and if the queen takes, I get his rook. So that seems good. And my king is well protected. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, I can pin the rook. I just have to make sure that if all the material comes off, his king isn't too close. So take the rook first. Do I get my knight involved? Don't see an easy checkmate, so getting my knight involved probably makes sense while his king is cornered. Check. Do I really want to take that and let his king start running up? Probably not. Let's just take the pawn. Seemed risky, not worth calculating what happens if his king runs towards the center. Which is what his king is continuing to try to do. Check, 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 take, knight up. Yeah, this is actually a bit annoying, isn't it? Not sure how to keep it. Okay, I guess that makes it easier. Bring this up. Maybe I just need to try and get my king involved. Oh, I've only got 20 seconds left. Only got 20 seconds left. Okay, c5 looks like a good move to get in. If I can. Nope, okay. Let's go here, check. Here. 12 seconds left. My opponent has plenty of time. Maybe I needed some sort of checkmate. 3-minute chess goes by so fast. Okay, if I can take e5, my king is getting awfully close to the center. 8 seconds left. Take the knight, and then step my king up. Whew, okay, a little bit too close. f6 and get to e5. Yeah, that might have been an easier way to get my king up. Trying to get the e5 pawn push in. Alright, we started a new streak. Still in the top 10. Oh, and we're facing KB Khan. Another streamer. Like to play any opening where I can get both pawns in the center early, especially in variants like this, where center control is important. Okay. Is he going to castle? I'm waiting to see if he castles before I decide what I want to do. Guess I'll take here. I can throw in this extra check, but maybe that was a chess move. Whoa, okay. Well, my queen's in the center. Always going to be a good thing in King of the Hill. Now my rooks can control the center files. F4 looks useful. This might be a go for the king type of situation. Let's bring the other rook in, because I might want to push F4 and then try and get in E5. Check. Okay, if he forces the queens off with queen c5, I might just try running my king straight up. Maybe not yet, though. Now see if I can get my king to the e4 square. 3 moves away. Okay. Where's the knight going now? Here we come, running for the center. Not sure there's much he can do about me getting to e4 here next turn. You can take on e5, but that just delays it. Okay, good game. Next one. Okay, nice, easy pairing. Okay. Guess we'll pin that knight. Maybe we'll try and play d4 myself. Is that a good idea, maybe? Neither of our kings is close to the center. Okay, we'll take. And then push. Is that a real fork? It looks like a real fork. I'm not sure if the fork will matter, but... Okay, so what can we do about that? Looks like an annoying way to deal with it. Just get my pawn back? Is that all I can really do? Can't really go anywhere with my queen with tempo to make this fork worth anything. Okay, now I can take the bishop. No, I still can't. I can't take the bishop. I go here and I'm on the knight. Do I take the bishop now? And then try to chase the queen away from the knight. Ooh, okay, or not. Okay, see if I can keep his king out a little bit, maybe. Keep his king under control. He's trying to do the same thing, it seems like. Now, if he goes rook c7, I can step up. Close one. Very close so far. I want him to push c6 because then my king can step up to the e6 square. Keep his king out. If he takes my knight, I'm probably just going to step my king up. I'm so close. How do I get my king one step closer? 15 seconds left. Darn it, I'm out of time. Two seconds left. Yeah, out of time. I think he had it at the end anyway. Very close one. Thought we might have had him. Alright, now the pairings get a little tougher, it seems. Okay. Could have taken on f7, but I don't think I want to lose that e-pawn at the moment. This looks good. I want to get my king closer and then try and push f4. Okay, well, this is a free bishop, so let's take that. That's a good start. And that's my king up, because that pawn can never move. All right, that was a nice win for us. Keeps us in the running. We're sitting in 12th place right now. Queenside castle, maybe? Is he going to exchange everything? He is. Okay, so what if I just run my king straight up the board? Because I've got a lead in development. Okay, let's do something on the D file. Yeah, maybe this wasn't the best way. Maybe this was a bit reckless before my bishop got out. We can try and see what happens. Block with the rook. Ooh, maybe that wasn't good. Gotta play some defense now. Yeah, not quite according to plan there. Okay. Yeah, my king's kind of locked out now. I'm just going to get chased to the edge of the board there and lose more material, unfortunately. So I was a little reckless that game. Needed to get the light square bishop out first before I went for any of those crazy antics. Okay, here we just castle. Well, usually they take with the bishop there. It's a little unusual. little unusual. Is there a way to punish it? Guess we can go after the D pawn right away. And then if he takes with the knight, I can push c3, which looks strong. Okay, this would stop him from castling. And then maybe try and attack down the e file. Check, block, that's not good. Check, king takes, check, and I take there. That looks interesting. Let's try that. Check. And we'll take here. Okay, we'll take the knight. If the queen takes the bishop, we'll play our rook to the e file to try and keep his king out a bit longer. Still hard for his bishop to develop, which means the other rook can't play. So that's what he's going to do to try and fix that. Let's go here. And then if bishop b7, rook b, d2 looks good. Okay, it still looks good. Check. Ooh, now the bishop's pinned. It's got to mean something, right? Maybe we'll try and double up on the e file. We're down on time, though. On the queen. Maybe even queen e4 next, hitting the rook also, but he doesn't have the king on the back rank, so I guess that doesn't do a ton. Let's just pile up on the bishop for now. Check. Queen d6, and I take the bishop. Check, see where it goes from there. I don't see it. Kind of running out of room here, aren't we? Gotta try and get my king to the center. Darn. Out of time. Yep, too slow. Rook takes e6. I could have gotten... Yeah, there was a point where I could have taken on e6 and given up both rooks to get the queen and bishop, But then his king ends up so close to the center that it felt really risky. Because I'm winning some material, but I'm not sure I have enough material to keep him out of the center then. That was my concern. But I think you're right that I could have won material. Just not sure it was worth it. Let's just get castled. Yeah, I'd have a queen versus rook, but his king is one square away from winning. So I'm not sure if my queen covered the right squares. And maybe it did, but I was having trouble calculating it with that limited time. Okay, do I take that? I can take with the knights. Bishop takes. Now I can take with the bishop. Maybe I'll do that. And then try and chase this guy away. Threaten to take on h3. Okay. Looks like we're going to have a fight over the e file at some point, maybe the b file also. Got to find a way to get my bishop involved. Bishop to e4 looks like a useful move. Okay, guess we're trading. Maybe I put my king on g7 just so I'm one square closer. We'll go here. Offer the trade if he wants it. Darn, didn't see that. Okay. Oh, he doesn't want that either. Guess we're going to give up the exchange this way. I think he should have just taken the exchange to begin with. Because my rook and bishop are looking pretty active here. Pretty active. Let's go like this, and I'm going to just try and run my king right up the board. And I think it might be hard for him to stop at this point. So here, because I'm not worried about him capturing, well, he kind of let me break through by allowing me to sacrifice the exchange, which is pretty common in normal chess too. When it's a position that feels good but having trouble breaking through, sacrificing the exchange can help. Okay, now we got Ray Robson. sitting in 15th. We're in 25th right now. Let's just guard that pawn. Maybe we jump here at some point if he plays bishop d3. Oh, he's going to take right away. That I didn't expect. Ideas of playing bishop f5. Okay, guess we'll take there. Oh. The pawn is pinned. Maybe we can try and walk up the board. Say, fine, you've won some material, but can you stop my king from getting to the center? No, I feel like I'm likely to lose anyway, so definitely a lack of pressure. Okay, now I'm thinking queen takes f6 is a threat. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh. Uh-oh. Against low-rated opponents. In variance, not so much. In blitz chess, yeah. There's some pressure to win. And there's always the pressure to win more quickly as a result. Okay, we go here. Guess we'll just try this. But I don't think it works, unfortunately. What if we go here? Or even better, here. Here. Okay, we'll attack the rook to start. And then step my king up to f5, maybe? There's still some hope in this position. Guess I take the rook. Ah, and I can't stop him. Darn it. Maybe I had to not take the rook. Well, it probably means you're moving too fast in the opening. In games where it's not theory. You're probably trying to move quickly still. Okay, we're facing another high-rated opponent here. Playing more slow games and probably less splits would be helpful with that. Okay, maybe I take the knight and then play queen a5. He was ready for it. Cover some light squares, then move my bishop in to help. Not sure which square I'm trying to get to yet, though. But I've got a better pawn mass in the center. Okay, let's step up like this, and with the idea of pushing f6. That looks good. Maybe. Need to find a way to get my rook involved. Maybe bishop e7 and rook d8. I'm attacking the c4 square, and I'm also threatening to play rook e4 check. Okay, so we're going to take this pawn, which gives my king more space. And a check here. This is good. This is really good for me. If he blocks with the bishop, king d5 wins. Yeah, he has to go backwards. Threatening king d5. Rook takes, bishop takes, king d5. So he can't stop king d5. So I think we win. All right, there we go. Right, another titled player. We're up to 20 points though, so we're doing pretty well. Let's play a gambit. I haven't really played any gambits yet. I'm not sure if it's a good idea or not, but we're going to try it out. We're actually just playing theory here so far, really. Just bishop d2 and a3 maybe. Maybe I want to take with my bishop instead, actually. Maybe we'll try going here. I don't know, though. This might not be a good opening for King of the Hill. Try and get my rook to the c file. Okay. This will go backwards. guard my knight and look for rook b1, which threatens to trap the queen. That looks like a free queen. And that's a bishop. All right. Now I just got to be a little careful. Check. There should just be a mate here. Yep. And mate. Okay. There we go. Moves us into 24th place. Right around the halfway mark. And we're on another 2-game winning streak, so this is an important one to make it 3 games. These are tricky because they should just be good for us because our opponent is just running up the board. But we got to be careful. It's not always that simple. Check. And if the queen blocks, I take on d5 with my queen. Okay, check. Best ranking I've gotten in this, I've come in the top 5 before in the arenas, but that's not the norm. Usually a good tournament will be anything in the top 20. Okay, and check. So we're looking for a checkmate here, but there might not be one. So we're mainly, if we can't find a checkmate, we're mainly looking to not let his king out. Yeah, I don't think, knight g4 was good, but I don't think it led to mate. And it's not really worth chasing his king away right now because I've kind of got him boxed in here. So now if I want, I might even be able to run my queen up the board. Interesting. So he can't run back. So what do we do here? Check. This looks good. This should be mating. And now knight f2 should be mate next. Oh, you typed that right before I made the move? Okay. And there we go. Double check and mate. Moving us into the top 20. Now we're against GM Krikor. So we'll see if we can keep this streak going. I don't think I've defeated a Grandmaster at King of the Hill yet. But this could be a first. Not like that, though. That is not the way to do it. Should have just moved to d3 to begin with. He's just out chessing me right now. Check. It doesn't look terrible, right? Doesn't look terrible. Trying to keep his king out of all of this. He's made his life a little more difficult now. Yeah, this is Koth. That's also why some of the Grandmasters have a lower rank. Check. And then I'm hoping I can play King E3 next. And I'm threatening to go to both these squares. If he sacrifices the queen, that doesn't stop it either. We might have just done it. The best player that I've beaten in regular chess online was Grandmaster Kostuniak. I drew Firouzja. Over the board, my best result was a draw and a simul against John Bartholomew. In regular over the board games, I haven't beaten anyone over 2,300. Yeah, I think we actually just stumbled into a win here against Grandmaster Krikor. Over the board means like in person in a rated tournament. That's usually what people mean. All right, he resigned. Well, there we go. Lost to him in enough blitz games. Finally got a little revenge. And we keep the streak going. Yeah, so over the board is like rated official play. Again, we're in 13th also. And now we get him on. All right, let's just break open the center. He actually came down to New Orleans for a chess festival, and he did a simul there. So I got to meet him. Got to play against him. It was a good experience. Let's just go queenside, because controlling the D file might be important. And what to do about my light squared bishop? Not sure yet, is the answer. Yeah. Okay, I guess we'll do this. I haven't played King B1. If I played King B1 at this point, I could play knight takes knight. But maybe I do anyway? No, can't be good. I might just be checkmating myself at this point. Yeah, I've played him on a few times in blitz games. In different Arena Kings. Haven't had any luck against him, though. Okay, right now if his knight's pinned, if his knight moves, he actually gets checkmated on D8. So, is there a way for me to get his knight to move? Guess that would be the key, wouldn't it? Eyeing up G7, maybe? I chose queenside castling because my king's still relatively close to the center. Yeah, I haven't beat Eric either. I've only played Eric a couple times. Amon I've played a bunch of times. I've had some good positions against them, but it doesn't count for much in 3-minute blitz. I'm going to ruin my king's position here. Now, do I run for the center? Probably not yet. I'm going to try and get the queens off so my king's not feeling quite as exposed. Or not. Okay, scratch that idea also. But we're making him think. That's always a success. He's trying to get his bishop involved, probably. Alright, and now the question is, how do I get my king to the center first? And can I get to my king to the center first? I'm going to actually give up the exchange here. If he wants. Yep. And then see if I can get my king closer. I'm not sure I got enough for the exchange here, but I think I was in trouble anyway, so no big loss. But his pawns can't push for the moment, so that's interesting. Okay, I guess now it can. Out of time. Didn't see I was that low. Darn it. Alright, good game. That breaks that streak, but we're still in the top 20 here. And 48 minutes left. Chess Coach Nets. Played him a couple times in Blitz. Never played him in any variants, though. That's right, he is an exchange French player. Yeah, the first time I played him, he dropped his queen in an exchange French. Interesting. Okay. Guess I'll just go back this way for the moment. Come back like this. Knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, knight takes. That's not going to be ideal. Swing over this way. make sure I don't checkmate myself. Always a good idea to avoid that. If he pushes f3, I can take on h2. I can take anyway here, actually. Check. He steps up. Let's do this to start. Okay. Check again. Check here. Check here. Where is the checkmates? I'm not sure. I'm up a piece here, but I've got not very much time. Ah, darn it, I let him onto that dark square. Yeah, I just ran out of time. Didn't play fast enough. Okay, interesting. Guess we'll just develop normally. Looks like a pawn. Trying to get to this square. Guess I gotta go back. Okay, let's go check here. try and keep his king under control, but having a little trouble with that. Let's go after this bishop. And the file. Keep his king out. Okay, now we might have something. Maybe. Or not. Or we don't have anything. Yeah. Guess there's no way I could do anything once his king got that close. Perhaps taking on e6 was a mistake. 40 minutes left. Alright, I don't know which side the win hour would be good for in King of the Hill, but we're about to find out. I guess we'll just back up. Get out of the pin by his dark squared bishop. Interesting. Okay. We go backwards then. So I'll go this way. Go after his rook. He says no. Open up a path for my king later, perhaps. Knight e4, bishop takes c4 is an idea. I'm going to open up that diagonal. A little bit risky. But I guess he doesn't care either. Guess we'll do something like this. See if I can keep his king out that way. Definitely need to get my king closer at some point. Okay, check. This is good. Check. push him back. Okay, and he resigned, because now his king's locked out. Alright. Try and get a new streak going. We'll go all the way back. Just develop normally. And let's prevent his knight from jumping in. Okay, we're happy to see that, I think. Okay, I could take that pawn on b2. Or I guess the real question is, do I care about him taking on c7? Probably. Pawn on b2 doesn't look very important. He does have a pawn in the center. Makes things a little tough here. Let's offer a trade of rooks, since he can't back up his rook easily. Okay, that looks good. I see. So if I take the pawn with my queen, he's going to take my bishop. So I guess I'll take with my rook instead. This will win the queen. If he takes the bishop, then I take his knight. Bishop e6 next to try and block the file. Or not. Block the file like this. And now we'll just walk the king up. And that'll be it. Okay. Start a new streak. Okay, he dropped a 10th place. He was on quite a roll earlier. Let's try this again. I did end up winning that game, didn't I? Even though I don't think I was in good shape out of the opening. Take with the queen or the knight? I'm going to take with the queen. And attack the knight. It's just a good position, so perhaps I just need to be patient. I go check. He steps up. I go check. Okay, so check. I don't think he has a great spot to go to. Yeah, he can go back like that. Then I think maybe I come back. Maybe I drop back to here. On this pawn. Yep, that makes sense. Okay, what if I push this pawn? Get a little closer. Okay. I'm going to just try doubling on the e file if he takes that pawn. So he moves the rook first. Now the bishop has to take. Oh, darn it. Maybe that wasn't the best way? Gotta get my king closer. Get my king to this square. Oh, darn it. Yeah, no way to stop his king at that point. Couldn't figure out what to do down the e file. So we're having trouble getting another nice streak going. Lots of good games, and we're sitting in 22nd, but without another good streak in the last half hour, we're not going to be competing for those top prizes. Take the knight, and then he can take on h7, but maybe my king wants to go that way anyway. Let's step one square in that direction. See what happens. Maybe knight a5, swing in the c4 is an idea. But I probably want to keep this pawn on d5. Okay, let's step up. The idea, bring my other rook in. Just to play on the c file. Okay, I guess that didn't do much. Might have to go for the plan of getting the knight into c4. But I'm not loving this position. Yep, definitely going to have to take that. This might be okay for me, though. And now knight e4, maybe? Take the knight. Gotta play faster. That's a free rook. That's a free rook. Have to give up the bishop to save everything else here. Maybe I'll just step up with the king. Or not. Now I just need him to blunder and let my king in. Just need my opponent to blunder, that's all. Crazier things have happened. Unfortunately, though, I don't think we're going to get it done here. All right, 22 minutes left. Time for one more streak, perhaps. Need to try and win at least the last 3 games. Oh, go Pikachu. Familiar opponent. I guess we'll try something like this. Whoa. Did not expect that. On the bishop. On the f3 pawn. Maybe we'll just go for his king. He's trapping himself in. Check. 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 He runs up. I've got queen g6, which looks decisive. I think he's just getting mated. All right, there we go. This king ran up a tiny bit too early there. We could even get a streak of 4 games if we finish strong here. Queen b3 probably is fine there, but okay, maybe now? Yeah, maybe here. Okay, maybe I try and push e5 through. e5 looks useful. Okay, and then hit the queen. Oh, okay. Okay. So we'll take here. Guess that wasn't ideal, was it? Oh, I get his queen though. So it actually works out fine for me. Do I throw in a check first? No. He's got that square covered. But now the only issue is that his king is kind of out here wandering around, trying to do useful stuff. So let's see what I can do about that. Okay, I go here. I'll go here. This square. Close. I'm close, but he's defending well. Now I take here. Okay, now I'm threatening both of these squares. So I should have it. That was a close one. This is King of the Hill. So, additional win condition of getting your king to one of the center 4 squares. Alright, we are facing the guy in 2nd place right now. We're sitting in 22nd. So sometimes towards the end of the game it becomes giveaway just to open up the squares. Okay, I've played this person before in Blitz. I think a couple games. They're rated very high in Blitz, I think. But this opening is certainly nice for white. Don't think I can quite trap him, so let's just keep developing. Keep developing. Alright, well I guess actually this is pretty useful. He blocks with the knight. Maybe I castle queenside? Do I just try and run my king up the board at this point? Probably not yet. Throw on this check. Take. I could take there first, maybe. See how he takes back. Takes back with the bishop, okay. Throw in check. He can block with the pawn, so that's not great. Not quite making it easy for us. Need to get my bishop involved somehow. It's turning to be more of a challenge than I thought. Okay, we're going to go backwards. Here. Maybe just push him back like that. But how do I get my king closer? I can take the knight. Run my king towards the center. I take the knight. He goes check. I step up. Let's go for it. I'm low on time, so. Too low on time, really. Out of time. Yeah, my pawns are kind of locked up there. I don't know if I can take his knight on the queen side. Looked awfully dangerous. Time for maybe 2 more games before the end. Feels long. It's definitely the longest I've played King of the Hill for. Guess we'll go over here. See what he does. Advanced French. No, not whenever I'm playing something like King of the Hill. I think I'd get in time trouble if it was 5-0 or 10-0 too. Definitely more of my strong suit over the board than online. Where'd my opponent go? Okay. I think we're pretty happy to trade queens here. And he's just going to say, I'm going to run up the board. Interesting. I don't think it's going to work, though. All my pieces are developed. And I've got a nice pawn center. So I should be perfectly in control in theory. Now, there's probably no reason for me to castle here. If he takes en passant, I'm going to take with the bishop, and then my knight can come back to e7, and then maybe up to f5. That's this variant, King of the Hill, where the rules are the same, except there's an additional win condition of getting your king to one of the 4 center squares. So if either of our kings makes it to one of these 4 squares, we win. So that's what I'm trying to do now, prevent his king from getting there. And trying to open up a way for my king to get there at some point. Okay, that looks good for me. Take here. And then, do I push with check first? I think so. And then take with check. It pushes him back, and I don't think he can stop me from getting to d5 now. Because if his king steps up, then I push b5, and my king gets to the center first. Here, knight takes, bishop takes, drawing the king away. Yeah, maybe I could have gone to the e5 square more easily. But yeah, as soon as he let me trade. Oh, okay. I'm going to try and get one last game in. 7 minutes left. It'll be close. I don't know any of the theory. I don't think there's much theory developed for King of the Hill. There's a lot more for some of the other variants. This may be the one with the least amount of theory. I think generally the people that are very good at this just play normal chess. Okay, let's take control of the file. Trade light squared bishops. Probably want to play c5 at some point. Connect my rooks, get my queen out of the pin, look for knight e4 at some point. He plays rook e1, I'll probably capture. Okay, here, I guess not. Bishop, bishop takes, pawn takes. Looks like a good square for my knight. He's going to take with the pawn or the bishop. Okay, if he takes with the bishop, I'm going to kick him back. And then walk my king up, I think. I have the g4 square, so I have to have some real chess threats involved. Yep. Okay, so king here, he takes the knight, I take, bishop takes. Yeah, that's not going to work. But now maybe I can play c5. How do we get a breakthrough here? My king is close to the center, so it feels like trading queens is the right thing to do. Maybe not. Well, this might just be a draw. Might have become a little bit too locked up. Ooh. This is good. I got this pawn push in. And that's going to allow me to get to the d4 square. There we go. Kind of a silly endgame. 3 minutes left. Maybe we even get one more in, or at least part of the game. And have to play fast. Can I just run my king up right away? Might be a worthy strategy, just for fun. Threatening to take the knight and then play my king to d5. Hopefully he doesn't just sit here for the next 2 minutes. But it looks like he might. Okay, maybe he's still playing. That's a good move. Just run around with my king and see what happens. If the queen checks me, I get to step up. Oh, so this might actually be pretty challenging for him now. Okay. And we win just in time. 48 seconds left. We're not going to get another game in, but we ended up with 50 points. So, quite a nice finish for us. 131 players, and we're going to end up, looks like, where are we? 50 points, 21st place right now, 18 out of 29, so well above 50%. That was a lot of fun. And it looks like Hans is going to win. Yeah, a lot of the top names in the tournament did not do great. Such a weird variant. Okay, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. Good luck in your studies and your games. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this variant arena.